Hi folks, welcome back to Birmingham. We're on the edge of the Jewellery Quarter. The infamous clock is in behind us. Fantastic place to go for a bit. It is the Jewellery Quarter Beer Festival weekend. So there's 26 venues. I'd say a few of those are stretching the beer theme very, very thin. You might get sort of like Guinness, Madrid, Carling. We'll see how that goes. But there's some cracking places for a local beer. So we'll check those out. Quite one of the day, we're in probably one of the best real ale pubs in the Jewellery Quarter. This is the Jeweller's Arms. It's a Black Country Ales pub, so they brew a fair few miles from here, but they always have a great selection of stuff. And they've got about 12 to 15 hand pumps on here. It's packed inside. We've got for what was a Birmingham brewery. This is Beowulf. This is their Feortig American Pale Ale at 4.2%. It's about £5. I think they brew over towards Brown Hills these days. You wonder why it's called Brown Hills? It's because it's shit out there. Nice floral nose off the top of it. Let's give it a go. Cheers everyone. There's a nice lemony zest to the top of it. Might even compete with the new Madrid Limon from Madrid, we'll see. Nice mouthfeel to it. Nice, light, sessionable. I think you've definitely got like your lemons, like a lemony, grassy, tasty to it. So just one of these and we'll pop off somewhere else. Meeting a mate who's getting back into dating. But beer belly, bold, I don't really fancy her chances. Just the Black Country Ales. Cheers. Point two. This is a very old pub, Lord Clifden. It's been around about 160 years old, but it's definitely been severely modernised since then. It's had a fair bit of money spent on it by the looks of it, especially out here. They've got this great big sort of sports garden, canopies and greenery. It's really nice. Took about 20 minutes for the barman to pour these poor folks, so it's looking a bit flat and lifeless, but this is Labyrinth of Lost Souls by Fownd Brewery, who are based over towards Kidderminster. This is another very citrusy smelling pint. £4.80, 4.4%. Cheers. That's a lighter body, but it's got much more citrus. It's got a very grapefruity pint. Easy drinking, bordering on maybe slightly watery, but tastes refreshing if the sun ever does appear out. But Lord Clifden looks like it's got many more years in it to go. Sit down, watch a bit of football, and carry on. Cheers. This is the church, and it sounds like a church in here. We've snuck into the darts room, which is usually packed full of old chaps enjoying a few pints in a few hours. Certainly smells like it's not been not had a window open for a while. The roof terrace upstairs is packed, as is the bar. I sent Maxicam for a pint of Ingot, which should be a golden ale. I reckon we've definitely got an amber ale by Attic. This is Quarter at 4.4%. It's got a nice caramel smell off the top of it, to be fair. Attic, based over in Sturchley. Ollie and Simon, two friends from school. I think they've been going about 10 years. Shouldn't pint about £5. Subtle nod from Maxicam. Let's give it a try. Cheers. It's never light beer, very quaffable. It's a bit of toffee and there's like a slight floral bitterness to it. It's quite thin again. Very tasty. We've just been discussing the news, can see that the Trump has fallen out with the Pope. I assume Trump's just a dog man, and obviously Leo is a cataholic. Anyway, to the attic and the quarter, the pint I didn't want, none too shabby. Cheers. Cracking pub. This is 1,000 Trades. Interestingly, Birmingham is known as the city of 1,000 Trades, but what this bar is named after, I'm not entirely sure. But it does focus in on local beers, cask and craft. And we've got a fixed wheel. So this is their Blackheath Stout. It's run by a guy called Scott, no last name, who's into his cycling. We have had this in the last Birmingham video, which we did, but this is keg rather than crust. So we didn't have it in the Craven Arms. This is, it's got a nice coffee smell off the top of it. Won't be as rich as the keg. I think it was about £5. Let's give it a try. Cheers. It's fizzy compared to the cast pint. It's not as smooth, but it jumps around your tongue quite nicely. It's like there's a coffee. There's a slight toffee sweetness, which is quite nice. It's sweet, like you've put too much sugar in your cappuccino. But 1,000 Trades is a cracking pub. It's on, I think it says it's on 3 stories, but from here, there's definitely 2. It might sort of like emerge into one up above the top. Always got to focus on local beer. They definitely look a little bit worn by the amount of people who are coming in for to get their stickers tonight. I think they've had a fair few who don't usually go to bars and get stuck in, but this Blackheath Stout is cracking. And if you come into Jewellery Quarter, 1,000 Trades is the kind of place that you've got to go to. It's opposite Pen Museum. How far down is that? Down over that way somewhere. Get yourself a pen, get yourself a pint. 1,000 Trades, super. Cheers.